Hi guys, it's me, Johnnie. I wanted to come on here to just tell you why I've been MIA and what's been going on with me, just to give you guys an update because I've been pretty much absent on YouTube for a while. The reason why I was absent here is because I was pregnant. I made it all the way up to 7 months, 32 weeks, and about almost a month and 3 weeks ago, I lost my baby, our baby, my husband and I. I'm gonna go ahead and just give you, I'm not gonna give you too many details, but I'm gonna tell you about what happened. We suffered a silent placenta abruption. That's how we lost her. She was born and she was alive, and she died 15 minutes later. I had an emergency cesarean because when we got to the labor and delivery, it was, I'm sorry, I'm just trying not to cry, so please, if I pause, it's because I'm trying my best not to cry. It was 8 o'clock at night or so, and I noticed that she had moved the whole day, and we went to labor and delivery. And when we got there, we got her heartbeat instantly on the monitor, and then it was 149 is how much her heart was, her pulse, right, or her heartbeat, and then it went away right in front of us. It was me, the nurse, my son, and my husband, and we heard a heartbeat, and I was so relieved that I heard it. And then it went away, and they couldn't find it again. Her heart stopped right there on the monitor right in front of us. And apparently they got the ultrasound to see if her heart was beating through ultrasound. They couldn't detect it on the ultrasound, but the doctor that was on call for delivery, labor and delivery that night, came in, and she looked for the respiration, the O2 saturation, or the gas exchange. And Amia had, my daughter's name is Amia, and she was breathing. She had enough oxygen to show up on the ultrasound. So they rushed me off into an emergency cesarean, and before we left, before I left the room, I told my husband the baby's coming, because he didn't really understand what was going on, and that she might not be making it. She might not make it because of her heartbeat. It was undetectable. So they rushed me into C-section, into the theater, and they lay me on the gurney, and they went to work. Honestly, this hospital, as soon as they figured out that I needed her out of me, it was 5 minutes. They literally got me in there, and I've never seen a doctor run as fast as I've seen her run. And before she went back in the theater, back to prepare to, I guess, wash up, she told me that she might not make it. So I knew I felt her move, so I knew when I woke up that I would see my baby. And I woke up, and there was a priest and the pediatrician standing in front of me. And as soon as I saw the priest, I knew what happened. And I asked, is the baby okay? Can I see the baby? Even though I knew what had happened, I still asked, because I thought I was going to see her when I woke up, so I still asked him, and the priest looked at me and he put his hand on my hand, and I looked at the pediatrician and I said, "Is she okay?" And he said she didn't make it. And honestly, I have no clue as to anything else they said, because the only thing I heard was that she didn't make it. So I freaked out. I just started to cry, and it was the most agonizing pain that I've ever felt in my life. Amia was born at 32 weeks, and it was 9:40, and she was pronounced dead at 9:55. And I was asleep for the whole thing. I missed everything. And it's been really hard. A week and a half after she was born, and we held her in the hospital, of course. I held her immediately after I woke up for about 30 minutes, and then I held her again for about an hour and a half in my room. And unfortunately, they didn't tell me I could have kept her until the mortuary came to get her. And so I didn't have her in the room with me for that long, for about an hour and a half. The mortuary came to get her about 2 hours later. I would have kept her in the room with me if I would have known that I could have. I would have bathed her and things like that, but I didn't get that opportunity. But we did receive a memory box with her hair and pictures of her and a teddy bear. We are receiving counseling. We go to support groups, but this has really changed my life. Like, I literally went into that hospital thinking that she was fine, and I left out not pregnant and without a baby. And I left completely changed. I don't feel the same anymore. So yeah, I'm recovering from a cesarean. I'm about 6 weeks and 6 days out from the emergency cesarean, and my husband and I do want to try for another baby, but we're not really rushing that. Amia died of a silent placenta abruption. It wasn't a complete abruption. It was just the tear. It was a tiny tear in the placenta that took her. She was healthy. They said that her medical reports came back and they said she was perfectly healthy. A healthy, beautiful little baby. And yeah, it's been really hard. I don't wish this on anyone, and this experience has literally changed our lives as a family. We cremated her, and we have her urn in our room and a picture in her memory box, and we keep fresh flowers beside of her. And I light a candle every night. As soon as it starts to get dark, I light a candle for her. And yeah, so that's what's been going on with me. And that's the reason why I've been absent. As you can see, I don't do my hair anymore. A lot of things have changed, like my outlook on life, so I really don't even care about doing hair and my hair and being natural. I really just don't care right now. But I decided to make another channel on here that's gonna follow my family, because my family is the most important thing to me. Going to school, graduating from school, working, that stuff really doesn't, I mean, it's important, but I want to focus on my family. So I want to start a channel on here for just vlogging for my family, like things that are going on. If we're going to try to conceive, I'll finally introduce you to my husband and my son. So yeah, it's been hard, and I also want to just vlog how how the emotions, or what the emotions of a mother is when you lose a child. I think that it's really not talked about enough. I had no clue that babies died. I'm a nurse, and I really never, I knew they died, but I just didn't think mine would. So I want to do a channel devoted to family and infant loss, life after infant loss, and just the emotions, because this is something that nobody prepares you for and nobody really talks about. And people have been avoiding me who have children, who just had children. It's the baby boom, so a lot of people are having babies, and I haven't heard from a lot of my friends who just had babies. I don't know, maybe they think I'm bad luck or something, but I'm gonna start a channel just to talk about like my emotions, what I'm thinking that day, how I feel, and what I'm doing to cope and to grieve the loss of my child. So I'm not gonna keep this video too long, so I'll be posting all the information down below for my new channel. I probably won't have it up for a while, maybe a week or so I'll put it up, because I don't feel like it right now. But I want to do that. So thank you for taking the time out to listen to what I had to say and to hear my story of how I lost my daughter, Amia. So, yeah. I didn't cry too much, so thank you for listening, and I will talk to you later.